Good morning, Miss Noni. Today we're gonna do our 8th presentation. But first of all, let me introduce my team. My name is Natasha Fitriani, and my teammates is Reza, also Bayu. And the next presentation will be delivered by Bayu.
Okay, for this week, the title of article is Urban Adolescent Student and Technology Access, Use and Interest in Learning Language and Literacy. And journal name of this article is Innovation in Language Learning and Teaching. And the author is Jiali and Katsunso and Claire Wade. And this article published online on 25 March 2014. Next, please. Okay, this is the table of content. First, important topic, point why this journal made. Second, research gap, something that not researched by another researcher. Third, research purpose, the purpose of doing this research. Four, research question the research project wants to answer. And the last, number 5, recommendation. Researchers not to another study. And next will be explained by Reza.
Okay, thank you, Bayu. Okay, this is the importance of the topic. I will explain. In the past decade, a growing body of research has reported efforts to use technology-assisted instruction to support adolescents struggling to acquire literacy skills by the onset of the middle grades. This is by a Carnegie Council on Advancing Adolescent Literacy on 2010. Some findings have shown that well-designed technology assist instruction can provide language minority students and those of lower socioeconomic status or SES with more opportunities for in-depth learning as well as raise their test scores. Okay, the second one is the research gap of the journal. The public education further complicates the situation as the digital divide between schools and the students' home environments overrides demographic and geographic boundaries. Warschauer, 2003. Much of the research has been focused on socioeconomic difference between users and non-users by Ferro, Helbig, and Gil Garcia, 2006, Fong et al., 2001. While this has been valuable, there is an urgent need to identify which groups of students use what kind of technology so we can develop effective educational intervention capitalizing on the learning styles of this generation of students. This is the research purpose will be delivered by Natasha.
Okay, thank you, Reza. Next. Okay, I'm gonna read the research purpose. This study of 531 urban students in grades 6 to 8 use a self-reported survey to collect information about 1. Students' access to and frequency of using desktop, laptop, and tablet computers and mobile phones. Second, their ownership of MP3 players, iPods, touchpad, cell phones, and smartphones. Third, whether they had accounts with any of 10 communication and social media platforms. And fourth, their interest in using Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and text messaging for language and literacy learning purpose. Okay, next to research question. Okay, next again. Therefore, this research examines urban adolescents' access to technology and their interest in using technology to acquire literacy skills and to receive literacy instruction. There are 5 research questions. 1. What access and ownership do urban middle school students have to technology device and social media platforms? Second, are there any difference in their access to technology device and frequency of technology use at home and in school? Third, do different grade groups differ in their access to social media, frequency of technology use, and ownership of technology device? Fourth, do native English speaker or NES and English language learners ELL differ in their access to social media, frequency of technology use, and ownership of technology device. And the last question is, are adolescents interested in using social media for literacy, learning, and instruction, particularly for vocabulary learning? And are there any difference in their interest in? So there's a lot of question about the ownership of technology, and I think that's from me. And the next presentation will be delivered by Bayu.
Okay, the last point is recommendation. Further research is needed to ascertain the following. First, why students prefer to use certain technology device and application over others. Second, what features of social media platforms that teacher and student view as particularly desirable and or undesirable for learning. Third, how teacher and student feel about using text message and educational medium despite the current policy banning cell phone use in many school districts. Okay, and this is our reference. You can see on the screen. Okay, next. Okay, that's all for our presentation this week. Thank you for watching and sorry for the mistake. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.